Hello. Welcome back today to some more GeoGuessr here on ZerkaaGuesses. Now, if you know this channel well, you'll know that if I go to Jules, you'll know that I have recently ranked up into Master 2. And I got a nice pink rank right here. But that comes with some new features. It was now sorted by rating. And you'll see games now played in the Inform world, an Arbitrary world, and a Rainbolt world. And in this division, you have moving, no move, and NMPZ game mode available. NMPZ, right here, you'll see. So it gets a bit techie now. It's not as easy as it used to be. So the game plan. Today, I'm not playing Jules. Today, I'm going to play maps, community maps, all right? And I'm going to try and play NMPZ for the first time properly. So what is it? I'm playing in an Arbitrary world, an Informed world, and a Rainbolt world. So this community world's gone. It no longer exists to me. So I guess I go for an Arbitrary world. This is going to be awful. And just so you know what NMPZ means. So if you have moving, that means you can move around using your cursor. You can move around the roads. You can go down the road, up the road. You can spin around. Okay, you can pan. You can zoom. And all that kind of good stuff. No move means you can be fixed your position, you can pan around and you can zoom, but you can't move up and down the road. So wherever you're plonked on the road is where you have to stay. Now NMPZ or NMPZ is no move, no pan, no zoom. So essentially you're getting a still image. So we're going to try on an Arbitrary world. It may be too hard for me from the get-go, but this is what I see, right? If I use this, I can't move around, I can't zoom in, I can't do anything other than just this. So that is where we're at. This is going to get very, very interesting. And it's going to be very, very hard. But this is like, I guess, the elite level skill of GeoGuessr Pros, where you need to really appreciate how good GeoGuessr Pro is, because they can sit here, look at this image and work out where they are. So things you have to think about a bit differently maybe. So like you want to work out what hemisphere you're in. So maybe you could look at the sun. You can't really see the sun. You look at the shadows on the floor from that tree. So we're facing towards the south, but the shadows are behind the tree. Therefore, the sun should be in the south. So we should be in the northern hemisphere. We're on the right-hand side driving based off that sign. It gives America vibes. So to keep it easy, I'll just go over here somewhere. And you know what? That's pretty good going to start us off, but pretty easy round. A lot of information to take in there. This one gets a bit harder. So we have red soil, which is common in Brazil, common in Kenya. I guess that whole part of the world, like on the equator area, I guess maybe like this region of the hemispheres. Now this pole, I think, might be a Brazilian pole. It's quite dry, so maybe away from the Amazon rainforest. Maybe up here still though. I don't think that. I think yeah, maybe up here somewhere. Oh, was that? It was in Brazil still, but right on the, like, what a rogue place for that to be. I'm not that great of a score, but still. Right. This one. I would go European based off the road size being really small. Looks like a pathway more than anything. Vegetation wise, I don't know well enough. Couldn't tell you. Doom and gloom. Bit overcast. I'm putting it anywhere. No, I'd put it around here. As a hedge. Portugal. It was Europe. We still got that. We still got the right continent. Oh my god, it doesn't get any better, does it? So this time the sun would be this way. No, wait. The shadow is this way. So the sun looks like it should be around here somewhere. So you'd think maybe we're in Northern Hemisphere again. These can be Swedish or Norwegian. These outer lines that are like dashed. Sweden have short ones, Norway has longer ones. Not always going to be Sweden though. But we'll do it on that basis alone. I'll keep it quite south for safety. Hey, you know what? It really isn't too... We're not actually not going that bad. Right, we've got palm trees. It's crazy you just can't zoom in. Like, I want to see that pole down there, but you just can't. And you can't even, like, the thing is, like, obviously a lot of the metas you learn is about, like, the car and stuff as well. You can't even learn about cars. They hang their clothes out to dry. Common everywhere, really. Palm trees. Lots of palm trees. This shadow. Let's find a good shadow. The shadow. Is this shadow from that tree or from a tree behind us? Look at this shadow here, but is that the same? That doesn't look like it's connected. Okay, the shadows definitely go. The sun is definitely to the south, in the northern hemisphere. We're in the northern hemisphere. Doesn't really help me actually, because if I was going to go anywhere, I was going to go in an African country, or I was going to go Southeast Asia. I don't want to go Kenya or Senegal. Palm trees. I'm going to go Kenya. Bangladesh on the cusp of Myanmar and no wait, what is that's India, isn't it? Actually, still that border goes through here. That kind of surrounds Bangladesh. It's on this side of the border. So what was the results of our first ever game on an arbitrary world? 10,000 score. Honestly, like, it could be a lot worse. I'm genuinely, like, Blinky top, of course. Let's go for a Rainbolt world. That's what his map's saying on an NMPZ as well. Okay. Once again. This feels European off of the architecture. If this north point is here, I think the sun's in the south. This is north, this way. I think the sun's in the south. Northern hemisphere. Bad quality road. Could it be Bulgaria? Could be this down this region anyway. No, it was Russia. But we're in the right region. Right, white and yellow mixed lines in the middle. I want to pay attention to what country this is, by the way, because I feel like I've seen this a lot. I never know. Now, there's no sun in front of me. I'm facing directly south. So the sun must be to the north. So I should be in the southern hemisphere. I'm going to guess anywhere. I would guess South Africa. And it's Argentina. Okay. Yellow and white mixed. Again, if it was a golf term, we're pin high. You know, we're in line with the country. It's a different type of yellow and white mixed. Okay, Rainbolt's world is not treating us nicely at all. So I feel like that yellow bollard should help us, but I don't know it. I should probably study bollards even more again now. So we haven't got to play NMPZ, by the way, when we do ranked duels. I can stick to moving and no move. But I thought just have unlocked the feature in ranked now. I feel like I'd give it a try and see what it's like. Where would I guess? Do I get any like intel on sun? The sun is to the north. Let's get this right. The shadows are all south facing, aren't they? So the sun is to the north. So this is the southern hemisphere. Trinket, is it again? You know what? Like, it was similar. Yellow and white mix. It was Uruguay this time. Oh, this felt Southeast Asia to me instantly. Thin road would align with that. There's concrete there, but it's not a concrete road. There's no vehicles inside. See what side of the road we're driving on. If I'm going anywhere, I'd go like Malaysia. Does it like Malaysia? I don't know. It doesn't really, does it actually, thinking about it? I go Thailand. It was Thailand. Right country, but wrong part of the country. 2.6. Bloody hell. How... I've seen people live and direct get 5,000 score, like exact, and they can't even like the road on an NPZ. How do they do that? Right, so face it. The north and south that way. It's a bit easier when you like face directly north or directly south. When you're facing directly west, you haven't really got much to go on. Like, you can't see any shadows. The blur around us is quite big. This could be anywhere though, right? Because it's just grass. There's not much. It's a bit of barren land. A bit overcast. The camera's not great. Like, why part of me wants to go Uruguay again? Spain. That was a really bad guess. I'm not really quite sure how I'd get that in the future, but still. Right, so Rainbolt World did not treat us as well. We got less than 10,000 score in that one, 8,196, but in 3 minutes 53 seconds, so it's not too bad. And the other map was called an informed world. This seems like it's more urban, where it has to be within 2 kilometers of somewhere that's densely populated, apparently. So that makes it a little bit easier to work with. So we got yellow, white, yellow on the road. Part of me feels like South Africa. Again, I need to work on road lines and bollards. And bollards are poles, basically. Work on both of those. And cars. I mean, everything. At least fucking everything. But if I want to like really help maximize my current level, They'll help the most. I'm looking for sun. Yeah, sun seems like it's this way, which would be southern hemisphere. So South Africa would be backable. Honestly, it's honestly not bad, is it? Okay. So the sun it's more north than it is east, than is south, like more northeast than it is southeast. But I don't think that's enough to go on. But the sun is more north. So it should be southern hemisphere based off of that. This makes me feel like Russia. I don't know why, but it's not going to be Russia because you can't have Russia. Russia's there. So if I'm basing it off of the hemisphere thing alone and the sun being there, if that was accurate and the shadows being cast this way, there's got to be southern hemisphere. So it leads you to like has to be one of these countries here. That's not a Brazilian pole. It's not an Argentinian pole. It's not. Peru, is it? That means Peruvian. I don't think it's Chile. I think the road quality is not Chile. Could you go to Africa again? Maybe. No road lines though. Could you go Kenya? Maybe. Soil's not really red enough. Maybe up there, a little bit red, but not really. Could you go Malaysia? Could you go in? I could go Malaysia or Indo or Philippines. No, I could go Malaysia maybe. Also, probably doesn't think. I don't really agree. You know, I don't really agree with. I haven't really got a good answer here. That's the thing. Could go Oz. You'd see a bollard somewhere. Yeah, I mean, at least we're in the right vicinity. But I mean, I considered it right. I was trying to do process of elimination. But yeah. This wasn't enough information for me. Okay, Southeast Asia I'm getting because of the moped. Is he left or right hand side driving? The issue is he's directly on the line. Because that would be a really big intel for us if we knew what road he was on. Sorry, what side of the road he was on. But there is a country in Southeast Asia that doesn't require plates on the front of a motorbike. And I don't know what it is. Okay, or maybe one of them has blurred plates and that's like Indo or something. So is it Malaysia if it's not that? I don't think it's Thailand because I don't think the road's correct. I'm gonna go Malaysia again. It's Indo. But I was in the right, like, one. It's either or, you know. Okay, bit more stuff going on. That says police in English actually there. I think they drawn a penis on the on the graffiti there. 2022 coverage. Makes me like it's 2022 coverage. Could it be Russia? You see, I'm seeing that up there, by the way, just to clarify. It's there. It's there. It's dotted around. It's here. It's here. It's here. I think so. Albania. That was a rough guess. So there's right-hand side driving. I feel like it's Europe. There's yellow on that and double white there, which I think. Like, probably thinks that was Spain when I see that. But I don't know if it is Spain. Is it definitely yellow there and not orange? If it was orange, it could be like Lithuania or something. I don't know. It's two circles. I think it is. Is it Spain? Sweden. And there was actually like the outer lines there. They were. If you look, it was that pole. Oh, they weren't white. They were white there though. But I've got these outer lines here that are all the short dots or short lines. So you know, it was gettable. So the informed world again didn't do me that great. I got 8,800. What if I was to play on the map that we normally play on? So in gold, you play on a community world. It says Kiss, like the band. That's the band logo there as well, right? Under a bridge, 2025 coverage apparently, or 2025 updated copyright. Interestingly, that sign is on the. Oh no, it's the back of a sign. It's on the right hand side. It's right hand side driving. Yeah, right hand side driving for sure. I think it's gonna be a European country. Bit hilly. Like a rogue one for like Greece. Wow. Wow, that actually shocked me. I was actually impressed by my own guess. Oh, what does that mean? Interestingly, this house, right? It's on stilts. And I was always told if a house is on stilts, it's going to be Cambodia. Now you can confirm that based on roadside as well. Like we're driving on the right hand side because that sign is facing away from us. And in Southeast Asia, any country that drives on the right is directly right of Thailand. So Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, and Philippines. So it should be Cambodia. What a round so far, by the way. NMPZ, we're at 8,000 already. Yellow plates. Ah, get me locked in here. Yellow plates. It's got to be Netherlands, all right? There's canal to the right. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. Right-hand side driving. Got a cyclist. You've got to be Netherlands. I think you're too far from Amsterdam or Rotterdam. It's got big city vibes to it, and like it's got a, it's a dual carriageway. It's facing. The road is facing that way. The road is facing like this way. With water to our right. Info, it's not even Netherlands now. There's water to our right. I'm really... why am I trying so hard for this one? Crap, timing. Oh, it's fine, I'm here anyway. It was Utrecht. Verse 4931. And look, it wasn't a dual carriageway though. It was, but it's just not a yellow one. At the road angle, correct everything. 4931. We are on 13,000 score. Crap. Right hand side, that says Baroa, and then they graffitied out the other one. Okay, we're facing almost directly south. And this sun... The sun is this way. So the sun is to the north of us. So there should be southern hemisphere. Now the question is, Baroa, are you South America at Baroa, or are you like South Africa? It's all triple white lines. No, it's not Lesotho or Eswatini. It's not Botswana. There's too much like stuff going on. I think it's gonna, if it is south, it's gonna be South America. Baroa, that feels, could be Brazilian, it could be Spanish. There's no concrete blocks at the bottom of this, so it's not Peru. It's not a Colombian cross on the back of this, so it's not Colombia. The lines aren't mixed. I think Chile can get all white. I think Chile can have all white and all yellow. Is there anything in Chile that would be like distinguishable? The car. That's pretty. That's the front of the car though. The back of the car is what is distinctive in Chile, I think. Oh my god, this is an unreal round from me. 17,000 score. What is that pole? Alright, that's the shadows from that. That's not helpful. Your shadow is... So the sun is south, right? Basically, like the sun, shadow is there. That little stump of shadow. The sun should be over here somewhere, like up here. Which would be to the south. So we're in the northern hemisphere. Right hand side drive in northern hemisphere. That White House... Thing is, the White House is different. That White House up there is difficult because it feels like that doesn't feel necessarily European. It feels like it could be American. These feel like it could be India, but I feel like that feels more European. This fence, I don't know. This is a really difficult one. Now look at the climate. It's got to be higher up. Road's quite thin though. Who would have white houses? Human. Sorry, I went too fast there. The last one was bloody US Virgin Islands. Which, I mean, makes sense. I had US vibes to it. It was you know what? The White House actually was a bit of a, such a throw off. Because I was like, well, who has a White House? Like, who has those kind of White Houses? And that is true, Caribbean would have them. But other than that, that was such a good score. If I could have got another good guess in there. So I walked away with over 20,000 points. NMPZ on a community world. I'd have been well happy with myself. But yeah, there we go, guys. That is what we could be doing in Duels at some point in the future. But obviously for now, we're going to be doing moving no move. Pretty just no move. They also added in, by the way, unranked now. So you can play games that do not affect your leaderboard at all or your rank. So that's good for practice and to not get any kind of like ladder anxiety, just to get practice in and play duels. That's perfect for me. There we go. Our profile is cooking. It's looking nice. And GeoGuessr, we're getting better at it. We're actually getting better at it. We should be at our best point right now and playing the best GeoGuessr we've ever played in our lives. So hopefully we can carry on trending upwards. I want to get this past 1,000 as my next task. So guys, if you're looking forward to that, leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel to see more. See you guys next time. Goodbye.